This is highly annoying. I completely forgot to update my add-ons. Oh, this gives me time to fix up Spotify. I got everything open and then I just get filled with error messages that an add-ons didn't work. There we go, there's no error messages now. Wait, for starters. Um,
Shore's bones. Rigert knew he should have brought more mead.
Pitiful me. Woe and misery.
You received my summons. The set of your shoulders, that look in your eyes. Yes, I see I chose well. You will aid me with this most important task. Quite correct. A former student requires my assistance, but I cannot do what is necessary on my own. Fighting the dragons that plague Elsweyr seems an impossible task, but the Dragon Guard once successfully hunted them. We seek their wisdom. Tombs. I will search one, you the other, using this Dragon Guard seal. The seal will activate 3 glyphs, which, in turn, will reveal the entrance to the tomb. Between the two of us, I pray we find the wisdom my student requires. Will you help me? Find the 3 glyphs in Othrenis. Let me mark the locations on your map, along with where I think the hidden tomb lies. I prepared notes as well. Feel free to take them with you. Expert? Far from it. I started looking into the history to help my former student. The recent Dragon Guard were defenders of the Emperor. But according to legend, in the distant past, they hunted dragons nearly to extinction. When the last Emperor of the Riemann dynasty was assassinated, the Dragon Guard were disbanded. Various emperors in the intervening years have formed their own versions to add legitimacy to their rule, but they were never the same. It's an heirloom my former student provided. It contains a minor enchantment that reveals hidden glyphs. I imagine it was once used as a way to pass along secret information. Now, we will use it to find the hidden Dragon Guard tombs. We can discuss that later. Right now, we have our own tasks to accomplish. Remember, the dragons are already loose in Elsweyr. Just know that my former student seeks a way to fight those great beasts before the damage they inflict cannot be undone.
Do you know how long I've been looking for you?
No, and I do not care how long you've been looking for me. Because you encounter me in every freaking city and say the same thing every time. Where do I need to go? Town Fallsville. Let's see here. Is it just immediately the city now? Oh. Read the notes. I cannot follow directions.
Is it true
Told
their
you to get
soldiers
out
drink
of
the
here.
blood of
What will become of me?
Once you determine the nature of the 3 glyphs, you can use that knowledge to reveal the entrance to the tomb. Feel free to consult my notes. They should help if you run into any problems. I'll answer what I can, but understand that my knowledge is based mostly on theory and conjecture. We seek hidden glyphs that will help us open Dragon Guard tombs. At least, that is my hope. A series of glyphs act as a sort of key to the tomb they are connected to. The seal will identify which glyphs to use to reveal the entrance to the tomb. At least, that's what my research indicates. There are 2 tombs nearby. While you find a way to enter one, I will attempt to enter the second. This way, we will accomplish twice the work in half the time. Historical documents would be good. The more we can learn about the Dragon Guard and how they hunted, the better chance we'll stand against the dragons. If we're lucky, we may even come upon one of the legendary Dragon Guard weapons.
You throw it up? Do you know how long I've been looking for you?
There you are. It appears you were as successful as I. Did your tomb contain anything of note? Interesting. I found a similar map, but to a different location. This might be exactly what my former student was hoping for. Will you come with me to the Abbey of Blades? It is my home and heart, where I have had the privilege of training many fine blade masters. My most accomplished student will meet us there. We can give him the maps to both sanctuaries and let him decide on the next course of action. I think it best if my student introduces himself, in his own way. Here, you should carry both maps and present them to him yourself. Come, I acquired horses to speed us on our journey. We can depart for the Abbey of Blades as soon as you're ready. Follow me, warrior. I find the view from this approach most inspiring. Behold, my home and heart, the Abbey of Blades. Many blade masters earned their titles on these hallowed grounds. My student waits inside. I think he'll be pleased to receive the maps you carry.
Kasura sent word to it. Greetings, warrior. I am Sai Sahan, former captain of the Imperial Dragon Guard. No, but I am trying to learn. The ancient Dragon Guard were the Dragon Slayers. My order simply served to protect the Emperor. Since the return of the dragons, I have dedicated myself to discovering the old ways of the Dragon Guard. Yes. The maps appear to be the right age. The sanctuaries they lead to may well contain the knowledge and relics I seek. We must visit these sites as soon as possible. I just need a little time to study them and determine their orientation. Speak to Kasura. She uncovered an ancient Dragon Guard tool known as a grappling bow. Such a device may prove useful in our journey to come. Why don't you try to figure out how to best utilize it? Find Kasura near the entrance to the training hall, just north of here. She has a grappling bow that you can train with. Meanwhile, I'll study the maps you found and make ready for our journey. As far as I know, I'm the last of the Dragon Guard. Once my duty was to protect the Emperor and defend the Empire. Now I must carve a new path from the legends of old. Now I prepare to hunt dragons. Someone needs to take up the mantle. Besides, faith and legends go hand in hand. They are the whetstone that sharpens my blade. Let us see what... Meet with me by the stables after you speak with Kasura.
Warrior, did Sai Sahan find the maps as interesting as I expected? Ah, yes, the grappling bow. A most useful device. Like someone combined a crossbow with a grappling hook. Loose it at a grappling point, and the chain retracts to drag you toward it. So we believe. The device requires incredible skill, however. So far, none of my students have mastered it. Why don't you give it a try? Gather the grappling bow from behind the statue next to the stables, then return here to begin your training. I expected you to rise to the challenge. You'll find the grappling bow behind the statue near the stables. Well, I can certainly tell you what Sai has told me. When the Dragon Guard hunted dragons, they each crafted their own grappling bow. This one was found in a Dragon Guard's grave. Dragons fly. Dragon Guard do not. Instead, the Dragon Guard utilize the grappling bow to reach higher ground. At least, they did so whenever high points were available. I don't think any of us will have time to train to that level. With a little practice, however, it could serve as a means for achieving out-of-reach places. I think that's the best we can hope for in this particular instance. Ready to train with the grappling bow? Use the grappling bow to get up to the roof of the training hall and light the brazier you find there. That will demonstrate your innate skill with the device. After that, talk to Sai and see if he's ready to decipher the maps.
Oh, hey Joe. Yes, I am back on the grind. Alright.
Start on the ledge of the building behind us. Merely follow the grappling points until you reach the roof of the training hall. Good luck, warrior. And please, try not to injure yourself.
You look like Joe left. Want me to talk a bit? Oh.
This old warrior has deciphered the first map. It leads to the Windscour Temple, hidden atop the ruins of Hunding's Watch. I saw the light of the brazier. I take it you were able to utilize the grappling bow? Excellent. As the saying goes, a weapon is only as reliable as the soldier who wields it. With that being said, it would be best not to drop the device. It's incredibly old. Now, are you ready to depart for Windscour Temple? Anything we can use against the dragons. Tomes describing hunting techniques and strategies. Weapons. Honestly, whatever appears to be useful. If you spot something of value, let me know. Let's be on our way then. Kasura has agreed to let us borrow her horses. The sooner we search these Dragon Guard sanctuaries, the sooner we can uncover their secrets.
Greetings.
I'll secure the horses while you go on ahead.
Maybe critical midnight punch on. Here we go. Okay.
I'll secure the horses while you go on ahead.
Like, skip anything, or can you watch it all like a cutscene? Are you more of a... I'm a lore player. I love lore and shit. I mainly do stuff for the storyline. I tend to skip battles sometimes though, like I am doing right now. Because I don't care to engage these dudes. And rather do the questline faster than fight my way through it. And I am lost. I've never been here before. Going the right way though. Yep, good. was thinking I had come that way before, but...
To think that a Dragon Guard sanctuary was hidden beneath Hunding's watch all this time. It seems this sanctuary won't easily give up its secrets. Come, let us speak. It appears the sanctuary's archives are out of reach. There doesn't even appear to be a place to use the grappling bow. I don't know how to proceed. I agree. After all, with the proper application of will, the way always opens. Perhaps the answer lies in these statues. I am familiar with these personages. The statues represent the 4 greatest Grand Masters the Dragon Guard have ever known. Gellin Brawl, who helped establish the Order. Etienne Valusis, who chronicled their history, and so forth. A brazier stands before each. Perhaps if we were to light them, they would reveal a way forward. Though I also suspect there's a proper order to it all. Read each statue's plaque and see if they contain any clues. We honor you, Grand Masters of old. May your flames burn eternal. That did it. Look, a grapple point has appeared on the platform above. What an archive. If the Empire knew anything, it was the value of keeping good records. discovered so far? Have you found anything useful? Dragon hunting techniques, perhaps? Maybe even a weapon? The Horn of Jadari? This journal claims it's a dragon horn of great power. And the last of the original Dragon Guard went in search of it. Incredible. I thought dragon horns were merely legends, but according to this, at least one exists. Truly? That makes your experience invaluable to our efforts. Tell me, what does a dragon horn look like? How was it used? So the legends are true. Incredible. A dragon horn would give us the edge we desperately need to combat the dragon invasion of Elsweyr. After all, the dragon is far easier to fight on the ground than in the sky. Stormtalon Temple. That's the location revealed by the second map. It's near the entrance to Afrin's Hold in Stormhaven. We should head there at once and see what we can find. So this is Snow. It appears the sanctuary has fallen into ruin, blocking our path to the archives. As the Dragon Guards say, every path is worthy of pursuit. Though it's... Why don't you try using your grappling bow? There may be a path forward that we just can't see from this vantage point. I suggest you pick a direction and see where it takes you. If you become stuck, feel free to return here and try again. Excellent work. Now see what you can find in the archives. Any luck over there? Were you able to find the Horn of Jadari? Interesting. We should prepare to face further challenges. Neither Windscour nor Storm Talon were easy to navigate. I suspect this next sanctuary will prove similarly difficult. Does the book indicate where this dark water is located? We can take the horses to Windhelm and then search on foot from there.
They should have been back by now. Captain Alhana said they'd meet us here after an evening of prayer, right?
That's what she said, and I don't see them. Maybe what the traveling merchant said is true.
I don't see a way farther into the sanctuary. Perhaps you'll have better luck. No, that doesn't seem helpful. You should try looking somewhere else. Nothing useful yet? There's an urn beside it. Why don't you see what it contains?
I'm pretty sure I just checked this place and this. No, I checked right there. I have a brain. No, I don't. Direct delivery challenge, and I do not. Oh, he's a grappling point. I have a brain, I promise. I don't see grappling point. Ah, there it is.
That's dragon bone powder. The ancient Dragon Guard used it in their ceremonies. Of course. The powder reveals a hidden path. Follow it, quickly! Another archive. No dragon horn in sight. Let's look around. Have you found something? Did you find anything? Something about the dragon horn. By Lecky's blade! Of all the possibilities I imagined, that was never among them. No matter the dangers, we must retrieve that dragon horn. The fate of Elsweyr depends on it. Did the journal indicate where Veloxin lairs? Such a journey requires planning and preparation. Let's return to the Abbey of Blades and check in with Kasura. These Dragon Guard sanctuaries, hidden for so long. How many more life... Dragon Guard section.
The audio sounds weird, or something sounds weird.
The warrior returns. Was your search of the Dragon Guard Sanctuary successful? Dragonhorn? I have heard of such relics in stories and legends. Stolen by a dragon. Well, Sai Sahan has always enjoyed a good challenge. How will you find this creature? A long way to go. But such a relic is what Sai was hoping to find when he set forth upon this path. May Leki watch over you, warrior. You and Sai both.
I assume you told Kasura of our adventure, warrior. When you brought the Dragon Guard Sanctuary maps to me, I had no idea what we would find. Hunting techniques, perhaps. Maybe a weapon or two. But the promise of a Dragonhorn. That's more than I dreamed possible after all this time. Those who risk nothing inadvertently, risk it all. Either we face this single dragon to gain a Dragonhorn, or we face a horde without such a weapon at our side. But what's risk without reward? Here's something for the aid you provided thus far. The journals we discovered in the Dragon God Sanctuaries point to one obvious conclusion. The Horn of Jadari exists, but was stolen by the dragon Valokson. We must enter the dragon's lair in southern Elsweyr and retrieve the horn. The journals indicated that the horn was indestructible, and Stendar knows that dragons are as close to immortal and unchanging as the earth and sky. Fate has placed the Horn of Jadari in our path for a purpose. I believe that with all my heart. Despite its age, the map included with the journal clearly shows where we must go. A dormant volcano in southern Elsweyr. I ask you, friend, will you make this journey with me? The horses will carry us to the nearest port. From there, we can charter a boat and sail to southern Elsweyr. Thanks to the map you found in Darkwater Temple, it should be easy enough to find Volokson's lair. An excellent idea. Wisdom and reason are sharpened into focus every time we scrutinize the things we learned. What would you like to discuss?
I'd like that this
When
NPC
Emperor Varen
isn't
made
one
me
of the ones
captain of
that
his
get
Dragon
pissed off at
Guard,
you because
I
you want to
swore to protect the Empire.
review what you learned.
With the return of the dragons, I knew I had to find a way to fight the beasts, just like the Dragon Guard of old. The Horn of Jadari could be our best weapon. It's a dragon horn of great power, nearly indestructible and able to replenish its innate magic. It has no equal. With the Horn of Jadari, we have a chance to defeat the dragons of Elsweyr. Without it, the dragons have a distinct advantage. The journal described a dormant volcano near the coast of southern Elsweyr, though I suspect we'll find a cave or ruin nearby. Dragons prefer secure lairs and aren't known to nest out in the open. Plus, it needs a place to hide the stolen horn. I never heard of Valokson before we saw the name in the journal. But dragons are clever creatures. Besides, the Dragon Guard was dissolved around that time. In all likelihood, the sanctuary was abandoned, leaving the Horn of Jadari undefended. What an unusual question. Don't you know that great deeds set the stage for greater victories? And what a deed you already accomplished, facing down a mighty dragon. Rumor has it that all of Anequina knows you to be a mighty dragon hunter. Honestly, I find it invaluable to fight alongside someone with your expertise. Valokson should prove little trouble for you and I. Regardless of the risks we face, we have a duty to Tamriel to retrieve this Dragonhorn. As a Blade Master and Captain of the Dragon Guard, I am quite up to the task of helping you take down this dragon. dragon's lair should be nearby. Be on your guard, warrior.
Herb.
That Kashiti ruin in the distance. Fine place for a dragon to nest. Prepare yourself, warrior. Who knows what awaits us in there?
You just scared the shit out of me. I thought I was fighting something. Let me to prepare.
Curious. Seems this place once served as a Kwama mine, though it appears abandoned now.
Visitors, I am not entertaining guests in untold centuries.
You hide in the shadows, beast. Come fight us in the light!
You sound just like the Dragon God.
The dragon beast sought the horn of Jadari in ages past. May your light burn eternal, old warrior.
The horn of my cowardly brother. Pathetic. Like the Dragon God before you, death will be your only reward.
The horn of Jadari? Is that the horn of Aloxan's brother?
I did not realize these were scribs. I need their jelly. Their jelly sells for good. Ooh, and they keep dropping their jelly.
It appears this soldier was killed by Kwama. It must have been a massive swarm.
I'm going back to the beginning of this place so I can go collect more jelly. Am I going the right way? Yes, I am. Wait, I don't know. Where's all the scribbies? Are all the scribbies gone? All the scribbies are gone once I left this area. That sucks. And they're worth so much money. Right? Yeah. 2,000 gold each. They usually sell them in packs of 5 or 10. My jelly. That was surprisingly simple.
These pitiful Dragon Guard found only death in Aloxan's lair.
Stay alert. I fear the beast lays a trap for us.
care about traps, I care about my scrub jelly. It's worth a lot of points in my potato guild, too.
Dragon's roar has stirred the Quama. Defend yourself!
Good.
Dragon uses Quama as a form of defense. How cowardly.
I didn't get any jelly.
Step quickly. We don't want to be caught in the open. Seven scales. The drawbridge blocks our way. See if you can find any clue as to how to operate the pulleys.
Like pulling on these dudes' necklaces or something? Okay, let's see here. Spare of black. I can look at. What has to do with these? I might just go to Wikipedia. Oh wait, here they are. No, they're not. May not hurt to push one. Ah. And there's okay. Main. The bottom. And we have. Yep, main is bottom. Just try this out. Wait. There. Okay.
Horn of Jadari is just ahead.
I have a feeling this dude's gonna die. Pretty nice horn. And people know I love my horns.
At last, the Horn of Jadari. Now we finally have a chance against this dragon threat.
Why am I giving it to
We
him?
have reclaimed the Horn of Jadari!
A dragon's
Beast attacks!
horn
To arms!
Pity I don't share my brother's sentiment.
Oh, crap. Descriptive. What the hell did you do to that dude? Oh.
I'm going to blow the horn!
Oh god. Oh god. Oh shit, I'm on fire. Let's go attack this.
Who's Rodar?
Damn it, next back there. Stop rolling.
Prepare yourself. I'm going to blow the horn! Grigol! Grigol! Grigol!
Why are you following me, dude?
Grigol! 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 Who's Rodar?
Oh no.
Grigol! 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 Grigol!
Go! Meloxin is dead. We should return to the Abbey of Blades.
Did I get 300 haircut? That's pretty shitty. Got 12 script jelly, that's pretty good.
A moment, if you please. Our battle against Veloxin left me quite exhausted. Return to the Abbey of Blades and let Kasura know that we succeeded. I will follow as soon as I can.
It is good to see you hale and whole, warrior. But where is Sai? Did something happen?
Currently, script jelly is. Oh, it's only got like that many points? Really? Huh.
You found the dragon horn. By Leki's perfect blade, that is good news. Thank you, warrior. You did far more than help Sai Sahan recover the wisdom of the Dragon Guard. Because of your efforts, he finally has a way to combat this dragon invasion.
I've returned, and I bring the dragon horn. Come, let us speak. Now that we have the Horn of Jadari, our true work begins. As the saying goes, strike when the opportunity appears, or stand by and do nothing. I can never do nothing. Most certainly. You saw how it knocked Veloxin out of the sky, granting us a significant advantage in battle. If it's as indestructible as the journal says, it will prove invaluable in the battles to come. I just wish we knew the horn's origin. Veloxin implied that the dragon horn was willingly given by another of its kind. But what manner of dragon would give away its own horn? And for what purpose? Well, perhaps things will become clearer with more study.
Before I heard it, and based off the blackness, and then finding the book called The Black Beast, I assume it was Alduin, but now seeing that the horn belonged to Alduin, but now that it says that it's given willingly, I don't think so.
I must train with the dragon horn and prepare for what lies ahead. And so must you, warrior. When the time comes, I will call for your aid. Together, we shall fight back against the dragons and drive them from Elsweyr. This, I swear to you. When the Dragon Guard dies, we say a prayer. May your flame burn eternal. It's a promise to honor them, a desire for their legacy to live on, and it's an oath that we uphold, to never forget those who came before. An oath I will always honor. Reports tell me that the dragons have moved into southern Elsweyr, ravaging towns and villages along the way. That is where I will go. And I'll send for you when I get there. We won't be alone. We'll rally others to our cause. Those willing to take up the mantle of the dragon hunters of old. It will be glorious. We still have so much to learn, though. So much to do to reignite the Dragon Guard.
Pretty cool. And that will be it for the stream.